Okay, I've had loads of people ask me about the ATM Mini on my comments, and I think it's about time I made these are comments just about the ATM Mini. About time I looked at what is it all about? Do you need it? Why don't I use it? Is it a waste of money? There's a few things as part of this. I'm going to make this into a full guide. I'll link you in the chapters. Just go to the section you're interested in. ATM Mini. What is it? Why do you need it? Do you need it? Is it a waste of money? Well, this depends. If you have an ATM Mini, let me know what your workflow is below in the comments. I'll be interested to see how you use it, because I think you can actually do a free setup with OBS if you're on Windows, and you can use a USB hub with multiple cheap capture cards that I talked about before and get the same thing. Because you can actually switch automatically between OBS screens and do the exact same thing that you would do with a switcher. So why? Yeah, anyway, so let me go into this and explain what I think people are using this for. So if you have a laptop, you've got one input on your laptop, like a lot of the newer laptops, the Mac brand seems to be going down this route where you have limited connections. People are using this switcher as a type of USB hub, you have multiple USB inputs. However, this does HDMI capture multiple sources. So for example, if you're looking at this, you'll see behind the unit, you've got on this example 4 HDMI ins, which means you can put 4 different cameras or other HDMI sources into your computer and use them in a live stream. For example, that could be one camera. That's another same camera but resized. You can do picture-in-picture mode. You can use multiple cameras like I've got here set up, and that I use OBS for. So do you even need a HDMI switcher is a great question. That's why I'm asking you to comment and let me know what you're using it for. So I think if you have a standard setup and you're using it in a regular spot like I do, I always stream from this location. I could have that set up on my desk. In theory, it'll reduce the amount of HDMI capture cards I need. For example, at the moment, if I have 4 cameras, I would use 4 HDMI capture cards into a USB hub into my computer. I've got a Windows computer, I've got plenty of USB sockets, I can do that. However, I do understand if some people have limited connectivity. How about you look at getting a hub which have multiple connections? It'll work out a hell lot cheaper than getting a Mini. The Mini does offer some additional options because you can add audio sources in there. So for example, if you were a DJ and you wanted to add musical sources in there, would it be better for you to have the HDMI Mini, the ATM Mini even? I don't think so. I use a mixing board, I use OBS, I can put multiple sources into my computer as microphones as well. I've got normally 2 mics set up here which I can use on my mixing board. So, and there's more versatility here because I can use it for podcasting and additional things as well. So this is more of like a thinking download element of me telling you about this. So I'll be interested to see why people are using the ATM Mini. What is it doing for you that you can't do in other sources of open source software? I hoot on about OBS a lot, but it seems to be working for my workflow, which is why I can recommend it as being something that lets me create content easily, quickly, efficiently, also reduces the editing time needed. All these things are something you can think about. And why do you need an ATM Mini? Here's a playlist. I've done quite a bit on this ATM Mini now just to find out if I understand it correctly, because you might let me know in the comments something that I didn't know, and maybe I'll end up getting an ATM Mini.